Carbon emissions are at record numbers, reaching 42 gigatons last year alone. Hamilton, also known as Steel Town, emits over 6 million tons through its steel industry alone. But what if these emissions transform from a problem to an opportunity? An opportunity for carbon dioxide to act as carbon fuel for sustainable biomanufacturing of locally needed pharmaceutical ingredients.
Our venture integrates engineering and synthetic biology to make waste into health where it is most needed, and for Hamilton that means producing ergosterol.
Sterols are a class of high-value molecules used in pharmaceuticals, foods, and cosmetics. Ergosterol, the specific sterol we are engineering towards, has a global market of $262 million USD estimated for the 2025 year. North America makes up 40% of this market, and Canada makes up 15% of that. This specific sterol has rising demands from pharmaceutical and nutraceutical industries and is estimated to reach $450 million by 2033.
As the population ages, pressure on our domestic pharmaceutical landscape continue to rise. Steroids like progesterone and cortisone are prescribed to the 80 to 85% of women experiencing menopause symptoms. While price is the main decider for most prescription drug choices, we can make a cheaper and greener bioactive ingredient for the Asian Hamilton community locally.
Current sterol products are made from either fungi or crop plants, which use resource-intensive extraction methods, and they rely on using agricultural land and are impacted by seasonal fluctuations. Microalgae photosynthesizes, which means it makes its own food out of light and carbon dioxide. This allows it to grow and duplicate indefinitely as long as it has these two inputs. The ergosterol molecule can be found naturally in our algae, but in very small quantities. So we've developed a method to genetically engineer our algae so it produces more of these ergosterols. We source our carbon dioxide from redirecting carbon waste from carbon-emitting industries. By delocalizing algae bioreactors, we are ensuring a constant supply of sterols.
The unique innovation of Sterosaurus lies in our principle of sustainable biomanufacturing, aiming to disrupt current systems and model development towards a circular economy. We are one of just 2 companies in Canada using carbon-sequestering algal bioreactor systems and the only company to produce sterols from algae in North America.
Our models can predict how much cheaper we can make sterols, and what that price will mean for the patients that need them. Similarly, we can estimate how much CO2 we sequestered per kilogram of sterol extracted from our engineered algae.
For example, for every 10 kgs of ergosterol we make, we capture 135 kgs of carbon dioxide, and that's because 45% of all algae biomass is made out of carbon.
We're in contact with local carbon-producing industries like local breweries and even larger corporations like Dofasco to gauge the scale of their carbon output. Carbon credits that currently go for $100 a ton can incentivize both businesses and government to invest in more green and conservative production practices. We have collected iterative feedback from experts in the field of our biosystem, as well as stakeholders in the supply chain to inform our product market decisions, including but not limited to the Canadian Menopausal Society. We would like to use the available equipment at McMaster Innovation Park as we optimize the scale-up of our various microalgae strains.
Our next steps focus on establishing strong industry partnerships with both carbon-emitting businesses looking to upcycle their waste and pharmaceutical companies seeking a sustainable supply of sterols. Our most pressing challenges include obtaining sustainable funding for strain management and maintenance, mostly associated with lab space and equipment rentals.
This project, Sterosaurus, builds on the foundation laid by the 2024 Chloranova Proof of Concept, which was presented at iGEM and awarded a silver medal for its innovation in algal biomanufacturing. However, we are not without our limits, and we recognize our lack of experience in the real world. We have specifically sought out the mentorship from McMaster and international academics to pressure test our ideas and validate our project's scale and feasibility.
In early stage discussions, former Ontario Chief Economist Peter Warren endorsed the potential of our approach supporting a partnership on carbon sequestration with the United Steelworkers of America, further validating both the need and opportunity for our solution.
At Sterosaurus, we truly believe that sustainability, efficiency, and innovation aren't separate goals. They're the core values of our disruption strategy for Canadian biomanufacturing.